Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. Once again, it's great to be here with each one of you. And I realized last week, actually, that it's almost 4 years since I started to sit in this chair. It'll be 4 years in July, and that goes for Barbara and Genya, and probably three times that length for Robert. But in all that time, there's been so much growth and change on the planet, of course, within each of us and each of you who have seen these broadcasts. I never chose to do this broadcast for anything other than the advancement of humanity. There was never any sense of pressure or sense of providing a litmus test of how many people would watch. There's never been any influence on what would be said, what would be delivered. And I've never considered getting confirmation for what I deliver because there is no agenda other than to speak how I can influence the advancement of humanity. And from that place, there is no validation, there is no confirmation. And we speak to deliver, no matter if it's one person listening or 10 or 1,000, because these transmissions go out throughout all the universe and beyond, and they're sprinkled like seeds to produce flowers when the soil is right, when the rain has come. And so I see these transmissions far beyond the limitations of what might be felt in this physical reality or felt by any sense of the number of people who might be viewing. It's far beyond even what we know. So it's always an honor to sit here. It's always a pleasure to be with you, not always knowing what might be expressed, but for me, having an idea of things that I want to transmit from me to you, and knowing that the same thing happens in your world as you are led to do that. Because we all have different purposes, different things that we deliver for the enhancement of all life everywhere. And like most things, you're not always sure what that is. And even when you're in it, you don't see it necessarily as a purpose. It's just you being you. And the words that always come around that is, it's time. It's time to do you in this way. So I marvel over the 4 years of the communications that have been delivered. It started with the magic of life, and then magic and miracles, then the industry of magic and miracles, then your origin, the outer reaches of the universe, the world beyond all worlds, the right hand of your creator. And all these words transmitted something far beyond the words themselves. They connect to something inside each one of us that we already know, but is reinforced in us, that it is becoming a reality now. And those words, like these words, can speak to the brain if that's where you are. But they always spoke to my heart. They connected to something inside me, and they were more than just the words. And each time they were delivered, they took me further. And at the same time, gave me such joy that made me say, this is it. I'm home. And then more came, and more came. And each time you've arrived, and you have arrived, you just will arrive again to somewhere else that has no name, but that you know, that you've always known, that you've always longed for, you've always desired. And so those phrases and those words are still being used today as we deliver these broadcasts. And they have a new meaning and a new feel. But for someone who is just aware, they transmit what's perfect for them. And now what's happening is the words themselves are transmitting a vibration into each person's field and demonstrating a creation of a new world, a creation of a structure. So each of those phrases, each of those words, each of those energies, the magic of life, magic and miracles, industry of magic and miracles, your origin, they were building blocks to take us to now. And now we're bringing into the physical from the outer reaches of the universe, and we're leading from the future. And those words are building blocks for something bigger and something more. But it's coming in as a vibration, subtle, but powerful, including the heart, but beyond the heart, into your entire being. This feeling of I'm heading to where I always wanted to go, that we're closer and closer to this place being our reality, this place beyond the physical, but that includes the physical. Closer and closer. And the words now have a vibration that's palpable. And that's how the communication is happening now. And in that vibration is a power and a feeling that, yes, I can do all things. I can call on my team and send them to support someone. I can send a fleet. I can make things appear, disappear. So that vibration is producing a reality. And that reality is the new world. And so we step into that because for the most part, we've always done it. And it's actually harder to believe that you do it than it is for you to do it. Because you can do it with one hand tied behind your back, standing on one leg. But we may not believe we're capable of calling in the fleet. We're capable of moving a mountain. We're capable of everything and anything. And this vibration that's piercing our field is lifting us up, standing taller with a knowing that we are that being. And of course, there will be more, so much more. And I marvel at how far we've all come. And I say, don't follow me, come with me. Come to this place where you are who you are. This physical reality is here for us to master it, not to succumb to it. And that is where I'm going. So come with me to the mastery of all things, where you vibrate at a frequency that makes everything simple. Come with me to this new world, or invite me and I'll come with you, where you master, where you transcend all worlds, and especially this physical world that is the challenge that most of us fall prey to. Now stand above it, stand on top of the earth, look back down at your creation and realize there are no problems, there are no difficulties. There's only life. Life from 1,000,000 years ago to today. Life that never ceases. And then fly above it all. Every moment is an opportunity to be kind. Every moment is an opportunity to love. Don't waste that opportunity. Every moment is an opportunity to listen. Don't waste it. Be kind. More than being right. Be kind. more than being the best. You are not from here. There is nothing here to compare to you or to compare to your brilliance. There's nothing here that can match that. Only what we are told about ourselves that makes us compare ourselves and to others. But I'm here to tell you, you are beyond compare. And the vibration that I'm sending you now is one of balance and harmony. And one of excitement for what's coming, of something that can't be contained within this physical form. And music and sound and color. So I know there'll be more building blocks arriving, higher frequency of vibration that almost blows your body apart. For we are heading to the place we've always longed for. And if you can feel that, your heart will almost burst. And we are here to take others there. So come with me. Into the fullness of you. Look at me. As we stare out from inside this form in the stillness of a moment, we begin to lose sight of our physical nature. It is then that we can feel ourselves and be felt as the pure vibration that we are. It's incredible to begin to see this in each person. Your origin, your music, and your vibration dancing in front of everyone that you come in contact with. In this moment, who you are cannot be hidden, for it overshadows all that is visible with your physical eyes. Look at me as I deliver these words and I let go of the image that you are seeing in front of you. There I am, a pure vibration from the source, so much more than the image that you are seeing. I am the lucky one right now because I am not able to see you. Therefore, I'm only able to see and feel your vibration. We speak of beauty in terms of the physical beauty that we see when we look at each other's physical characteristics. Fortunately, many times we are aware that we are seeing the inner and outer beauty, but the inner is the only beauty that is without comparison. For how can you compare something that only exists outside the world that we can see with our eyes? It is the light looking out through your eyes without judgment, many times not able to fully speak because the words that are needed to convey that light don't exist. To get just a glimpse of that aspect of someone is the most beautiful and sensual feeling you can ever have. And it is always available. As our vibration continues to rise, we will lose all the thoughts and feelings that we are associated with in the lower vibrations, and our mastery will be put on full display. We are moving past all the trappings of this material world. They were given to us to experience, not to make us lose sight of who we are, an essence and a vibration that sits directly behind this physical you. Once again, look at me. And now look through me and feel my home from the Ancient of Days. Days that cannot be counted, for there is no beginning and no end. From that place, I invite you to see and feel yourself and begin to see beyond all form and matter, for this is the gift that you possess. And this is where we are going. It is from here that you will create the future and will live in a world beyond all limits. Just look at you. I am clarity. I am in everything that you see and everything you feel. I lead the way for the arrival of my friend Simplicity, and I am constantly delivering myself to the world through both physical and non-physical means. A message from a child, from an animal, or from beyond this physical dimension. Many times, those who have transcended this physical plane are used to deliver my messages to all those in need of me. I am clarity. My twin is known as the truth because in me he exists. Sometimes his presence is so strong that there is resistance to my message, but with time and distance, what I deliver will always be received. When you receive me, your life is transformed instantly and you are taken to the next level of yourself. I leave in my wake a lightness and joy, the feeling of a new birth, a new day, a clean slate, and a new knowing beyond what you knew before I came. Most of the time, you cannot believe what I bring to you, but deep within, there is a quiet sensation of confirmation that causes all the old to disappear right in front of you, just like magic. My delivery arrives with the precision of a surgeon. It enters your body, mind, and spirit beneath the cellular level. It perfectly removes scar tissue and rebuilds the connections that remind you of who you are. In the moment that I come to you, all thinking ceases. For the thoughts, projections, and analysis that come from unanswered questions cannot exist in my presence. Because I usually appear through the medium of words, it can seem like I am speaking to your brain, but in fact, I am speaking to the core of your being so that I enter every fiber of your essence. Once there, an explosion of light is produced throughout your body and field, and it changes the structure of your entire system. I am clarity. Once I, clarity, appear in your life, the overbearing chatter from the many possible outcomes of a situation become quiet and completely disappear. When this happens, we are filled with a great peace and a lightness as the weight of the many unknown possibilities fall from our shoulders. When you receive my messages into your field, your awareness of me instantly increases and you begin to see and feel my presence in everything, the trees, the birds, the people, and all life. Even as the butterfly flies by, you feel the perfection of it all. You see, I reside within the structure of perfection. I am a foundational pillar therein. For where you see and feel perfection, there I, clarity, am also, as is my friend Simplicity. So not only do I bring freedom from your thinking mind, but I also open the door that leads to perfection, which is the end of the thinking mind and the beginning of a long and beautiful relationship with me. I wipe away all fear and doubt with a wave of a hand or the simple utterance of a word. All discordant energy and the power that it displays falls prostrate at the sight of me. I am clarity. Call upon me. Then sit back and listen, and I will come and sit with you, and I will make my home with you so that you will never fear or doubt again, and you will know that I am in you as you are also in me. It is my great honor and pleasure to assist you on this most magnificent journey into the light that is you. I am clarity. And finally, honoring the masters. There's so much we don't know, there's so much we can't see, and yet there are those who can see beyond the veil and into the future. Without them, we are lost, for they are guides to the blind. For we naturally, many times without intention, cover over parts of us that threaten the peace and harmony of all those around us. But as we receive the sight from these masters without resistance or denial, we are brought to a higher version of ourselves, even though many times we are unable to see the light that is coming with such clarity directly from their mouth. It is always dangerous to think that you know yourself. To be able to stand with complete objectivity about who you are is a gift that only a few are initially able to achieve. Although many may see wonderful aspects of you, it is the masters that see it all. Your full being is on display every moment, yet in their instruction, they seek only to set you free and allow you to move forward with a stronger and deeper character. These are the prophets and the mystics and others that have no names. They are sent here to make the crooked road straight, to make the deaf hear and the blind see. Through the refiner's fire and the intense heat that it generates, you are separated from all false images of yourself. In the Bible story, the woman went back to her village and said, I just met a man at the well that told me everything I ever did. For many, the process is too difficult to go through, and they choose to experience this process at a later time in their journey. But know for sure that you will meet these masters at another time, and you will once again be given the choice to see yourself as you yourself are seen. The depth of the transformation that is desired by each person requires an openness that is beyond what you can ever imagine, a self awareness that is found only in the eternal you. The many faces that you see in the mirror are all aspects of you, and there is a beauty in each one as they are acknowledged without denial. May the all of you be expressed as beauty, and may the smile of eternity be seen and felt sitting right behind all the aspects of you. This is the great quest and the great mystery that we are being led through by the masters, both past and present. Having enough money or food will never aid in this transformation, although it appears that it will. Only in the nakedness of your heart will you surpass all programming. Then and only then will you know the true depth of your being, and only then will your gratitude for the messages of those masters that have passed through your life be fully comprehended and appreciated. There is nothing to reference as you sit in their field and as you are enhanced by their presence. It matters not if this is a physical or non physical experience. You will be able to feel the patience, perseverance, love, and joy for your transformation. Now you will go forward in your mastery with that same level of patience, perseverance, love, and joy that you experienced from them. Of course, your mastery will be different, using your specific gifts that only you can bring forward. But the essence of your mastery will be the same, and the transmission of your gifts will bring millions into their mastery, and so on, until the never ending ending. It is with the highest respect that I honor these ones whom we call masters. There are no words to adequately express the gratitude that I feel in my heart. They do not need our thanks, but I bow my head to these royal of all royal kings and know that even with the magnitude of their magnificence, we are always known to them as friends. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. As always, it's always an honor. May your vibration take you beyond this physical reality, and may you surpass everything and come into the new reality that is here now, where there is only a perfect life, perfect health, and magic, and more magic. Thank you.